What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Noah Cavanaugh, and I'm a professional soccer player currently in Perth, Australia. I am going to show you the highlights from our game against Cockburn City FC, a team in our league for the Night Series game. It was a game that I didn't play in because I am injured. I'm sorting out, as I said in the last video, sorting out an injury right now, but I will give you sort of like a 5 to 6 minute highlight reel and commentary on some of the plays that I think are really impressive that we did really well in our 2-0 win, and things that we might be able to improve on. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the video. Alright guys, so we are into the voiceover and a little bit of commentary on this game. We are in the yellow and green, and Cockburn is in the blue. Keep in mind, I'm not playing in this game, so these are commentary on my teammates who did such a fantastic job this weekend. So first play here, and this is just a great aggressive defending phase. We win the ball back and we're able to counter really quickly through that middle. Ball comes out and then is able to get countered, and we get a good shot on goal for our first shot of the game. All right, so this one we're just illustrating how easy it is to make sure, as long as you have good defensive shape, you can counter through the middle really quickly. So ball comes out to that center back and he tries to drive in but makes a really hopeful pass in the middle, and we're able to counter into that space and get a shot on goal. Fantastic ball by Declan, and then we're able to get it there. Unfortunately not a great shot, but on to the next one. Similar here, just keeping the ball on the top of the box, making sure that we're getting some good shots off, and that's our first goal of the game. So something just to keep in mind there is that shot happened really quickly. He saw an opening and made it into the bottom corner. This play is just to highlight the tenacity of our defenders. Obviously, Winger does a good job there to get past our left back, but our center back does such a great job covering, wins that ball, and then wins the second one as well, just getting his body in between the player and the sideline. And then we're able to get a foul, but we're able to keep the ball and just be patient with it, which is great. So right here, win the ball, and then we get a foul called after our player gets tripped. All right, with this next play, the execution of the final ball isn't the best, but what I do want to illustrate here is just the patience with which we're building up the play. Super important if nothing's on, if we've got a 1v3 there in the front, just to recycle the ball, keep it going, keep it moving, because they weren't pressed. They were pressing with that one number 10 who's chasing the ball right now, and he wasn't very quick or anything, wasn't very aggressive, so it was pretty easy to get the ball around him. But in that case, I would have liked to see maybe a much better pass. So then goalkeeper gets it. He hits an absolute dime ball up there, and then we get that one-on-one with the center back, and a ball over and a good shot just a little bit wide of the post. All right, so the same center back that had the really great play earlier, I would say for me, he's our man of the match. That's Diaz. So Diaz chases the ball. He's all the way up here, getting into that number 10, making sure that he doesn't get that ball, and we win the throw in. Fantastic performance from Diaz all around. Now, this play again, just winning the ball, getting it down, and creating chances. Again, it's all about patience and build up. Really easy to get caught up in the moment when you are attacking, but in these, really patient. Run comes from the backside, and a great ball from Ryan Kennedy, who was our captain in the first half there, to our left back. Next play, corner comes in, and again, this is how you can do some really good damage on counter attacks. So get that ball into the corner, just stand him up, win that ball back, and then we get to counter down the right hand side, and then we are right out of it. Great ball forward, and we've got a very quick winger, Faisal, who runs after it. Really interesting ball there, and then Jethro, who comes out of nowhere, hits a great volley into the keeper's hands, and we get a corner. Here's a great example coming from the goalkeeper of getting a bunch of people on the team involved and then getting a shot on goal. Again, shot wasn't the absolute best, but we did a great job building up that play. Backline's dropping off, and then we get that shot off, which again wasn't great, but it was a great build-up play and switching from the weak side. Here's a good example, another good example of the possession that we had in this game. Ball comes out and we're just easy possession, making sure that nothing is rushed, getting it into those little spaces and moving the ball as quickly as we possibly can, recycle it backwards, and just making sure that that all gets sorted. Good ball over the top. Unfortunately, that was offsides, but it was a great build-up play to begin with. Here's a fun little highlight. Unfortunately, weird head injury that ended up being totally fine, but Faisal with the ball right here does a great job 1v1 to get this guy on the ground. Absolutely broke his ankles there. Another example of just the reaction, making sure we're defending our men really well, putting lots of pressure on those players, and then we're able to get some really good counters off of it. Faisal does a good job to win it. He's wearing the armband now that Ryan came off, and he's able to get a good cross into Christos, who took a fantastic touch there and just almost got it through the keeper's legs. Last two clips here. Ball comes out to the outside, the left winger, gets a great dribble up, and again, you can see the guys are really tired. It was really warm this day. For those of you in the US, it was about 95 degrees Fahrenheit at kickoff, but this is just a great example of circulating the ball. That ball probably could have been a little bit wider and we lose it here, but good example of that build-up play. And here is almost the final kick of the game, and it's our second goal. So ball comes over. Christos does a really good job to back that guy up, cuts inside, and finishes far post. Fantastic finish. Absolutely deserved of the guys. They did such a good job this game, and I'm super stoked to be able to watch this. I had about this view, about bird's eye view where the VO program is, and what a joy it was to watch this crew play. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Comment down below, number one, your favorite play in this highlight reel, and secondly, any videos that you want to see, topics you want me to cover. As I am in this injury period and I'm trying to figure out what the best options are for this injury, which I will obviously reveal in the next couple of videos what's actually going on. Feel free, because there's not going to be a ton of training content, I'll hopefully get some lifts in and maybe give you guys some more mindset videos. But if there's other topics that you want me to do other than the game analysis stuff, I'm more than happy to cover those. So comment those down below. As always, be awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.